Hey guys, welcome back to the Train Sim World video. Today we're going to be doing the London Paddington to Bristol and Temple Meads service, which is going to be starting at 7 AM in the morning. Now, it does say I've done it already because I did record this and unfortunately the game audio has been behind a few seconds, so I'm going to be trying to use OBS to record this, so hopefully the audio is fine. But yeah, let's get started. So driver first part of the service between London Paddington and Bristol. So basically a non-stop service to Reading, and then the train will continue towards Bristol. Take photos, ride along, and drive the train. Taking great pictures have never been easier. That's true. Should load up in a minute. There we go. Okay, let's set up the cab. Let's go outside. Let's enter the master key first. Put this into forward. Let's go to number 1. Oh, number 2, sorry. I was clicking the wrong button. I think those are the right lights. Okay, let's keep this light. So it's daytime anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Let's go back into the cab. Let's put this into running. Acknowledge the buzzer. Where is it? There we go. Okay, let's enable AWS. There we go. And yeah, we should be good to go. So yeah, let's get going. We are departing a minute late, but that's okay. We should hopefully make up the time. We got a 40 miles an hour speed limit to start off with. So the things I have enabled is the next signal marker, the next speed marker, and how far we are away from Reading. So we're 34 miles away, so got 25 minutes to get to there, so it should be enough time because we are mostly going to be driving at 125 miles an hour. Let's go max throttle. Going on the famous bridge, and there's another one in front of us. So on the right hand side is Royal Park Station. We can actually check that out, so let's do that. Let's just go on idle because we don't want to be speeding. So yeah, Royal Park Station. This is where the Circle and Hammersmith and City line goes, and essentially it goes underneath here, which we can go, which is kind of cool. It goes underneath the Great Western Main Line and come towards this side. And it continues all the way to the next station, which is Westbourne Park, which is over here. Okay. Because the train is so far behind, we have to wait for the train to come a bit close and we will be able to go. Okay, we have to wait a bit. Here comes the HST. Very nice. We should be able to check this out. That's kind of weird. Okay, there we go. That was kind of weird. Okay, so yeah, this is Westbourne Park. And the line will continue on to the next station, which doesn't continue, unfortunately, but... Okay, speed limit's gone up, so let's go max throttle. Nice screenshot. Let's go back into the cab. Wait, does this work? So you could, if you wanted to, drive like this, with basically the front of it just closed like that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, we got a new achievement. Drive 100 miles. Kinda cool. So the speed limit is going up to, actually speed limit's already gone up to 100, I think it's 100 miles an hour, or 95. And in 2.2 miles it's going up to 125 miles an hour. Currently got 1300 XP on the top right hand corner. Look at some of the sceneries. Wow, it's not lagging. I believe that's all Old Common Depot, I believe. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it is. But I've never been in this part of the route before anyway, so it's just what I think it is. We should be approaching Acton Mainline Station soon, then Ealing Broadway, then I think it's West Ealing, where the Greenford branch turns off. Then I believe it's West Ealing or something. I'm pretty sure it is West Ealing, then why doesn't it let us? Oh, clicking the wrong button, that's why. But yeah, after West Ealing, then it's Hayes in Harlington, where the Heathrow branch turns off. Then it's West Drayton, then the rest of the stations I know is only Slough and Reading. The other stations I'm not too sure what they are. Don't know this part of the route as much as some other routes, unfortunately. But yeah, speed limit is going up to 125 miles an hour, so that's cool. Shouldn't take us too long to reach that speed limit. So far the lag's been good. So if you did want to, like, you can stand up, sit in this chair, or stand up, crouch, and sit like this. Which is not the worst thing ever, you know. And that's Ealing Broadway Station, so we must have passed already Acton Mainline. Class 166, stopping at Ealing Broadway. Another Class 166. The AI has been decent in these scenarios though. Well, they're not called scenarios, but they're called services, but you can pretty much call them scenarios, I guess. And it is based on a 24-hour timetable, so that's probably why we see a lot more AI. Unlike a scenario, which is kind of weird. What station is that? No, that might be Ealing. West Ealing. I think that's the branch line that goes towards Greenford, I believe. It must be it. So yeah, that must have been not West Ealing, South Ealing Station, is it? There's a lot of Ealing stations, so I can't remember all of them. I'm just gonna stop here and see what station this is. There should be West Ealing, if I'm right. No, this is Hanwell. Okay, maybe there isn't a West Ealing. My bad. So these two tracks are for the commuter trains, and what can you go for? And these two are for the high-speed trains. That obviously don't stop here. We are catching up to our class 166, so let's take a screenshot. Because why not? Oh, it's lagging now. Oh god, that's the wrong button. There we go. speeding along. That train's probably going like maybe 40-50 miles an hour. We literally breezed past that. Yeah, now it'll start lagging because we're traveling at a high speed. So I do apologize for this. As soon as you go like over 100 miles an hour with the HST, then it just starts lagging quite a lot, so ideally I would like to drive under 100 miles an hour so it's not too laggy, but we're not going to reach there on time then, so we have to like deal with the lag until they have an optimization patch. And there's a lot of bugs and glitches for the game still, so hopefully they're working on fixing them. And hopefully they'll add and implement ATP soon. That's AWS. The HST. $25 miles left to Reading. Now what time is it? 7:10. So we got 16 minutes to get down to the 24 miles. So should be fine. I believe this is Slough Station. It looks like Slough Station actually. So almost 125 miles an hour. Unfortunately, it's going to be pretty much like this for the rest of the journey. Non-stop service. I do prefer the what do you call it? Commuter trains. To be fair, if I was driving this in real life, I'd probably fall asleep. Which wouldn't be the best idea, but at least we have the AWS available, so that will probably keep me awake. Oh, we don't want to be speeding, so let's slow down. Let's go in idle. Yeah, when we're driving a train at this speed, like the game is struggling to keep up with the frame rate, so that's why it's really laggy. That's why when the part between Paddington and Ealing Broadway was pretty much smooth, because we weren't driving at a high speed. I believe that's the Windsor branch, is it? I saw a piece of track going towards the right. That might be it. Unfortunately, I can't check the map, even though I don't want to check the map because it's pretty much useless, because it doesn't really label anything on the map. It doesn't label any of the stations. It just shows you what trains are happening on the line. That's pretty much it. And each station is basically highlighted in different colors, so that's about it on the map. The train simulator map is much better, that's for sure. Coming past another station. No idea what station that is. $20 miles away from Reading. Okay, let's speed up actually. Because we're on 120 miles an hour now, so we kind of need to maintain 120 plus so we reach on time. I would go outside and show you some of the scenery, but it's lagging quite a lot, so maybe when you get towards Reading I can show you some of the scenery, as we will have to slow down. What I'm thinking of doing in the next service mode episode is basically take over a train. What I mean by this is basically spawning at one of the stations and waiting for a train, AI train to come into the station and basically take over that train. Now whether it's implemented or not, I'm not too sure because some people said that they couldn't take over a train. So hopefully it is available so I can do that in the next episode. But in my next train sim video, I will be doing the scenario called Down the Line, where you can basically pick 3 different services to choose from. Play the AWS. So that's going to be really cool, and they're all with the class 166. And I believe it is a stopping service, so that's going to be kind of cool to see. I do prefer the class 166 over the HST because... Oh, we're speeding, oops. Oh, we're speeding, let's put a little brake. Another HST. There we go. So we're just under terminus to reach there, and we've got 17 miles, so we should be there on time. Oh, it's really laggy now though. Which is a shame, but like if this was in heavy rain or snowing, then it probably would crash the game, most likely, because it's really lagging. And I'm actually not doing anything at the moment, like not moving around or anything, but I can just put the throttle to get back up to speed. I wish Nvidia would release maybe driver update for this game or something. That would be kind of useful maybe. Then again, I think it's more down to Telltale Games to optimize it more. It's like really bad, like the lag is really bad. Probably worse than in Train Simulator. Like it's just so bad now, like it's very choppy. I do apologize for this, guys. No, I might just go outside because yes, it's not making any difference. Seems to be worse actually. Yeah, this is not fun, is it? I wonder what station that is. I wish I could go and check, but that would probably crash the game. Yeah, Telltale Games have a lot of work to do in terms of optimization because this is ridiculous. Now if you're gonna add a high-speed train, then at least make it optimized when it's at full speed, you know. And even though London to Reading is such a short route, like this train is capable of 125 miles an hour for most of that part of the route, so now it seems to be a little bit better, which is kind of cool. Let's try to go outside for a bit, actually. There we go. Beautiful HST and a dark green GWR livery. Be speeding. passengers on our train. The scenery is pretty nice actually. Considering my rendering distance is like to the lowest, it's pretty good. You can see scenery like quite far away. It's very glitchy when it comes to a station like that. Like the thing was all over the place. Some people were saying that GWI is the train was very shiny, which as you can see, like in the reflection, it is quite shiny, I guess. I guess it looks kind of cool though. Whether it looks like this in real life, I'm not too sure. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a shiny train, right? Definitely stands out. Keep on speed. Now, if this was a Class 166, we could basically stand up and go in to the passengers and basically like sit there, I guess, and see how our passengers are doing. But unfortunately, there's an engine behind here, so we can't go to the passenger car, unfortunately. And you can't open this door either, so that's a bit disappointing. You can on the engine light, but engine room lights. But yeah, we're on it, I guess. ATP. Cab air conditioner. Oh yeah, we're slowing down too much. Let's speed it up again. We've got 7.9 miles away. Unfortunately, the radio doesn't work, which is a bit disappointing. Didn't Dovetail Games promise that every single button would work in Train Sim World, but I'm pretty sure half of these buttons won't work. Okay, that works, that does not work, that does not work. I don't know if that works, that works, that works, that doesn't work. These ones should work. So yeah, most of the buttons do work, but not everything, is it? The radio should work. Like, I know on the Class 222 from Just Trains, the radio does work, so why can't they do it for Trains Sim World? The phone doesn't work either, that's disappointing. It would be cool to call somebody. It's a Class 166 step. I believe the speed limit change will happen around 2 miles, so we'll get the mark anyway to tell us, so we'll have enough time to slow down. The lag seems to be good now, just a bit of a surprise. Is that us? Look at that, guys, look at that. We're basically standing on the actual... We're standing in mid-air and driving the train, and my head's not even looking at the windscreen, so how are we driving this train anyway? There's so many problems with this game, like, literally. Please, Dovetail Games, fix it. Okay, that's a bit ridiculous. I think they needed like another couple of months at least to release this. I'm glad I released it, because waiting another 2 weeks for this was really annoying for me, because I did take a week off from work to play this on launch day, but fortunately they delayed it for 2 more weeks and there's still a bunch of problems, so yeah. Well done, Dovetail Games. Like, they did mention they're gonna polish this route and make sure nothing happens, everything works perfectly, but it's quite opposite. And a lot of people are reporting a lot of problems, so yeah. Okay, there's a 95 miles an hour speed limit, then I think there's a 90 and then a 60 mile an hour speed limit. I have played this scenario before, as I said, mentioned. It's AWS. Got 2 miles to Reading Station. Reading Station looks really nice, actually. I'll try to show you a bit of it once we get there. Got a double yellow signal, that's fine. Got 60 miles an hour speed limit, so we do have to slow down. I think we'll be a couple of seconds late, but that's okay. It's not the worst thing ever. We did take like over a minute just to set up the train in the beginning, but that's okay. It's not timing us or anything, so we're good. There's a train over there on the left hand side. I believe that's the branch that goes to Guildford and to Reading. I'm pretty sure of it. That would be kind of cool route to go from Guildford to Reading. Then we can see some southwest trains at Guildford. Yeah, we need a break, man. There's a red signal ahead of us, so we do need to go before that. If you see my Let's Play episode 2, then you'll know that we overshot it slightly. We passed the red signal, and unfortunately, that was the end of the scenario. So we'll go 10 miles an hour into the station. We'll be like just over a minute late, but that's okay. Let's coast into Reading Station, which looks really nice. Got W.H. Smith there. I wonder if there's any Cafe Neros in the station, like Paddington. There we go. Objective complete. Let's open the doors on the right hand side. Click tab and then click unlock right. And the doors should open. Okay. Let's go here. So doors open just there. So we've got W.H. Smith here. Welcome to Reading. Some terminus platforms over here. Got a lift, which you can't use, unfortunately. Yeah, it's quite glitchy when you move around in free roam cap. What is happening, game? Come on. Oh, there are some announcements. But I'm kind of stuck here, so let's go back here. Obviously, we can zoom in. Yeah, it's very glitchy, like. There's class 166. Okay, that's look at that. What is happening, game? I actually showed this screenshot to Devil Games. So yeah, this branch goes towards Reading. Splits off, as you can see. Okay. But yeah, what we need to do now is lock the doors. Lock the right doors, and we need to leave the... Last time I played this, we had to leave the train, but apparently we don't have to do it this time, so... We are level 5, is it? No, level 4. Okay, yeah, please exit the vehicle, there we go. And then... Close the doors, and then yeah, essentially we can continue the journey. Basically we can take over another service that comes into our Reading station, but yeah, this is Reading station. It looks really nice, quite big. Obviously a lot of different services coming in, cross-country services, GWR services, HST stops here, and yeah. Unfortunately that escalator does not work. That would be kind of cool, just wait and go down the escalator, but yeah. You could in theory take over this service if you want to do, but we're not going to. But yeah, I'll end the video there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, share it with friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.